of the topic drug compounding. Remember, in this video we will see how we can compound the drugs. Now, you have to do documentation first. Documentation. In the documentation, write name of the patient, the file or the folder number, then age of the patient. Here we have 3 months. Then the disease condition of the patient, we say it's atrioventricular septal defect. Then you write the prescription. Now we want to formulate or compound the first one, furosemide 5 mg BD for 14 days. That is all we do. After noting that we have to compound furosemide 5 mg BD for 14 days, what you do is you write calculation. Do your necessary calculation. We'll see how to do the calculation so that we will do it very well. After your calculation, write the procedure you followed in compounding that drug. Yes, you need to document it so that if the patient comes to your clinic or hospital next time, you will be able to say, okay, let me check up my documented material, the information I documented about you, so that I remember what I did last time and also know what to do now. Documentation matters. So write procedure on how you did the compounding. After the procedure, you write your full name. Ensure you write your full name, your signature, and the date you do the compounding. Very important. This is a simpler way of writing your documentation. Now, as we said, we will discuss how we can compound the furosemide. Now, look at the calculation part of it. First thing you do is write the total dose. How do you get the total dose? Total dose is simply dose prescribed by the physician, that is 5 mg, times number of times the patient will take it in a day, that is 2, times 14 days, because we are formulating or compounding for 14 days. Remember, the furosemide we have to compound is basic. Check it up in the video we had before now, so that you will recall that it is basic, and so we use a basic vehicle, which is vitamin B complex. After getting your total dose, check the strength of that drug you have or the person bought from the market. Check the strength. The strength, if it is 20 mg, note it. You know, furosemide comes at 20 or 40 mg as tablet. So, if it's 20, note it. If it's 40, note it. Then, you now say number of what? Tablets required in this compounding. How do you get it? You say total dose all over strength of a tablet or each tablet or one tablet. So, once you do the division, make the answer to be a nearest whole number. Approximate, random to nearest whole number. Okay? Nearest whole number, you get an answer. That answer is what we will now use in getting the number of vehicle you are to use. Amount of vehicle you are to use in the compounding. Remember I said, for you to get the volume of vehicle you are to use, you say let so mil be that gram or milligram the doctor prescribed. Here we assume 2 mils. I decided to use 2 mils. You can use 2.5, you can use 3, you can use 5. But you need to consider 1, the volume of vehicle you have with you. Is it enough? How sticky will the preparation be? Will it be too sticky and be unable to be consumed or taken by the patients? You need to check it up. So you also need to check the quantity of tablets you have, but you need to get the tablets expected of you. Very important. The number of tablets expected, you need to get it well. Okay? You also need to get the strength of the tablet you bought. You also need to take recognizance of that while doing anything, so that you will get a good word evaluation. You also need to get the volume of the packaging container. Packaging container you have, if it is 100 ml and you do calculation and you are having volume of very good to be 110, 120, you will see that it can enter the packaging container. It will be an issue. So you have to consider all these factors while doing this compound. Okay, let's see how to do that with furosemide. The furosemide own total dose is 5 milligram times 2 times 14. And that gave us the answer we have. Strength of the tablet or the tablet we have is 40 milligram. As you can see in the picture, what you now do is now say number of tablets required for you to use in the compounding. You say the total dose all over the strength of the tablet. That gave us approximately 4 tablets. We now say let 2 mils equals to 5 milligram double as then 4 tablets expected to be used times 40 times 40 milligram, which is the strength of the furosemide or the furosemide detection pot. The strength of it is 40. So when you use multiply, you will now get the exact volume of the device. That is 64 mils. Now we have measuring equipment with us. Measuring cylinder. You have a mortar and pestle. First thing you now do, ensure that working environment is safe. Working environment, ensure it's clean and to clean it with cotton wool with regulated spirits to ensure it's tidy. Because we need to minimize contamination and ensure contamination control. So after cleaning, remember the volume of vehicle you realize you are going to use is 64 mils. Remember the volume of vehicle you are going to use is 64 mils. Now we say vehicle will be vitamin B complex because it is basic as furosemide is also basic. So we now bring our measuring instrument. This is measuring cylinder. Now open our vitamin B complex. Open it. As you open it, you measure out 64 mils. After measuring it out, you now say, bring your mortar. This has been cleaned very well. We wash it very well and we clean it very well. And the calculation said we are to use 4 tablets. 4 tablets of furosemide. So because they say 4 tablets of furosemide, see what we do? Here is the furosemide. We'll take the 4 tablet of it. We'll take the 4 tablet of it. I have to wear my, before touching the tablets, so that I will not contaminate it. doing all this to ensure that we do this formulation and avoid contamination. So dispensing container I will use. Now, I take the furosemide, I pour it inside the mortar. I use the pestle and start crushing it. I'll crush it until it is well crushed. Then, after crushing it, what do? You take small quantity of this vehicle, vitamin B complex, pour small quantity of it to form a mucilage. You start triturating it to ensure you mix it very, very well. After triturating it, you bring your packaging container, which is already washed and cleaned very well. You bring it, then you pour your product inside the dispensing bottle, such that none of it will pour out or pour on the ground. Then use this to rinse the mortar and the pestle so that you get the preparation well done. Okay? Done. You take the cap, the cover it very well. Look at it. Now, what you do next is labeling. Since it is a syrup, I will use syrup labeling to do that. Now, I have to label it well. I will say this is furosemide. Now, I'll get the value for 5 mils. 5 mils of it. Since I use 2 mils in my calculation, I'll say 2 times 5 over 2 will give me 5. That is 5 times 2.5 will give me 12.5. I will say 5 mil will contain 12.5 milligram of furosemide BD. Take 2 mil every 12 hours for 14 days. The preparation date for today is 12 November 2021. So 12 plus 14, 26 November 2021. The name of the patient is, you write the name. Let's say name of the patient is Nwachukwu Daniel. After writing it, you paste it on your preparation. So, I'm to paste it on my preparation now, so that you see how it is. You paste it very, very well so that it will look neat. So look at it. You look at it very well. Syrup, furosemide, 12.5 milligram, every 12 hours for 14 days. Then the preparation date, the expiry date, then the name of the patient and the address. Once you are done with this labeling, what you now do is, once you are done with the labeling, you take it, put it on a dispensing, put it inside a dispensing bag and hand it over to the patient. So what you now do, you tell the patient to take 2 ml morning, 2 ml night, or 2 ml every 12 hours. So once he has taken that, he has successfully consumed the 5 milligram expected of him or her, so as to get well from the ill health. Want to see the next video on enalapril, how we can formulate enalapril? Please don't forget to click like video and subscribe as you